to Desert Isle Crafting. I'm Christy. Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you all are having a great week. It is Wednesday, the 27th of December, and today I have for you a review from Everydayecrafts. If you have never been to their shop, I will have a link down below to their website and to both the items that I'm going to show you today. They are one of those diamond painting craft stores that sell cross stitching, diamond painting, and paint by number, and all kinds of things. It's really kind of a one-stop shop, and they have a really good sale going on right now. I do believe it is 30% off everything, and if you have a purchase over $19.99, you get a free gift and free shipping over $50. If I have a discount code, it will also be down below in the description. So let's get going on this, but before I do, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and if you like this video, please hit that like button because it does make a difference. So today I have two cross stitch kits. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, I have turned my volume off there. All right, so let's start with this one here. Sorry about the noise. Okay. So what we have here, you can't really see it all that great, but it is like a steampunk sewing machine that I thought was really cool looking. And this one has 40 colors. It is an 11 count, 30 by 45 centimeters. I'll do a measurement on it. This pattern's pretty small, but it is readable. I mean, here's my thumb in the square. So they're not quite as big as my thumb. These patterns have been running pretty big too with some other kits, so I'm surprised to see this one as small as it is. This whole background, number 32, is 3773, so that's going to be interesting. That's like a tan color, but it's printed really clearly. I just thought it was a really cool looking picture. This kit is $9.99, and they do have that sale going, 30% off, and I do believe that's taken out of your cart. Oh, and the other thing about Everydayecrafts is you can now use PayPal to pay for it. I know a lot of people don't like to give their credit card or debit card information on these websites because these days you just don't know what is safe, but you can pay with PayPal with this company, and that's actually what I use a lot is PayPal, because I know that you know, if you have any kind of an issue, they will definitely help you out with that, and it's one of the more secure ways of paying. So I wanted to pass that on to you. So here we have this pattern, very clear, easy to read, no smearing at all, a lot of confetti, but there's a lot of detail in this picture too. So we also get our instructions, very easy to read, very good instructions on how to rinse your canvas when you're done to get the ink out, how to pick the colors. I would say this would be any of these kits that are stamped that don't have back stitching are great kits for beginners or people who've just gotten back into cross stitching again after being away for a while. You'll only use a full cross in this kit. There's all different kinds of stitch diagrams here, which are really helpful too. And then I believe we have a little toolkit, a nice resealable bag. And this one, it looks, they're basically all the same, but we're going to look at it anyway. We've got one of those needle threaders, an adjustable thimble, and a puffy ball with 5 needles, and the needles will be the appropriate size for this kit, which is an 11 count. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way so we can spread out the fabric and see how big this is. So, I mean, it's not really super big. And now that I look at the pattern, and the pattern is a little bit smaller, but not a whole lot. It tells us up here it's an 11 count, it's your product number, size in centimeters, nice serged edges. Real easy to read, no smearing. Every symbol stays in its own square. Got They print this nice and big too, and here's a little picture of it, though it doesn't do it justice at all. Let me get a measurement here to see what size this is. So I measure the actual picture itself. I don't measure all the way to the edge. So this is going to be about 15 inches wide and 9¼ inches vertically. Nice size, really nice size. Not too big, not too small. If you can battle through that confetti, I think this will turn out really cool. At least I hope it will, because I just like the picture. Now let's look at the floss here. Okay, so it's got your item number on it if you like to store your floss separately. I love the fact that it's bagged up separate and it's not just laying in the bag getting all tangled. Okay, so this color here is really, really pretty. Really pretty tan color. This is what will be in your background. And when you're stitching with this 11 count, you're going to use 3 strands of this 6-strand floss. When you're doing all this, it will go so fast. It really, really will. I stitch like in one direction across, and then I go back in the other direction. And I read somewhere that when you do it that way, instead of making each individual X as you're going down the line, that your floss will lay flatter. So this color is 3773. Such a pretty color. Really like that. There's 40 strands in each hank, so that's a lot of floss. And let's look at the other colors here. So we have a lot of browns, an awful lot of browns, very pretty colors. And here we've got some golds. Is there black in this? Yes, there is, but just a little bit, not a lot. So we have golds here and grays, a few of the real light frosty green colors, tans, beiges. Very nice colors, very nice shades. Very soft floss. Let me put this back with that. Yeah, that'll be a really pretty picture. Really pretty picture. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let me put this in here. And where's my toolkit? I put the toolkit in here too. I'm one of those people that just keeps everything all together. I don't separate anything up until I go to work on the actual kit itself. Okay, I'll just fold up that way so I can see what it is. Okay. The other kit I have for you, I just thought this was so colorful and so pretty. Look at all those pansies, huh? So I'm going to take this out so we don't have to look at the glare. But this is a different manufacturer that has all those floss drops. I'm not going to complain about them anymore. They are what they are. And it doesn't look like they're going to change anything, so that's okay. All right. So there's the picture, nice and big. I love it when they do this. But I just thought that was just beautiful. All those different colors of pansies. I just love that. Here they've printed the instructions on the paper pattern, which I think is a really, really good idea. Because it's not separate. It's right there if you need it. It is a little small, but it is readable. Now this has 44 colors. That's wonderful. And there's a lot of areas here of color blocking. So it's not all confetti. I think this would stitch up really nicely. It's 234 stitches wide by 148 stitches tall. So it's a 60 by 40. It's a wide one and it's good size. I love the legend. Really big, easy to read with another picture at the top. This is great because if you keep a log of your cross-stitch progress and your projects, you can cut this picture out and put it in your logbook. Okay, nice clear pattern. No smearing or anything. And smearing is important to me because you know, if you've watched my channel, some of the kits we've got have been, oh boy, not that great. But that's been a while now, so look how pretty this is. Let's get a measurement on what size the picture itself is, because it is quite a bit bigger than the last one we just looked at. Okay, so we've got 21¼ inches across by 13¼ inches vertically. This kit was $14.99. I think that's money well spent. I have no problem with $14.99 because it's printed very nicely. It's got your serged edges. These canvases or fabrics are identically printed to the paper pattern, so there's nothing to throw you off. The symbols are going to be identical. You've got your floss number, your symbol, your DMC codes. I really like that they give DMC codes. I've always liked that because you always have leftover floss. And that way, if you want to save it for a future project, you can go ahead and save it with the DMC code. You know exactly what color it is. Because some of these DMC colors are so similar. It's just the slightest little thing that makes them different that it's great when you have those codes. Look at how pretty that is. That is printed so nicely. And those big areas will stitch up really quickly too. Wow, this is going to be pretty. Let's take a look at what else we have with this. We have the same toolkit with the threader, the thimble, and the needles. Both of these kits today are 11 count. And then we look at, I was looking around for an instruction sheet and then I realized, oh, it was printed on the paper pattern. Okay, so we have these lovely floss drops, but at least the floss is bagged in its own bag with the product number. So I'm going to be really careful with this because I don't want it to get all messed up. Let's try to take a look at these colors. My goodness, look at how bright they are. When we look at this picture, the colors are just intense. And you've got pinks, you've got golds, you've got blues, some dark colors there. There's a really pretty blue. We've got reds. There's more blues. We've got purples. This is like the rainbow. Look at how pretty these colors are. We've got turquoise. There's some gorgeous purples and pinks. The floss is very soft. These floss drops have the DMC code on them. And like I usually say, I would come over here and find 3842, which is down here. It's number 43. I would put 43 on here. And that way I'd search for the color that I needed next by that number, not DMC code, because I don't know, to me it's just easier to look at the numbers than the DMC codes. Such pretty colors. And what is that 3852 is yellow. Okay, so this color will go everywhere we see yellow. Because I was just wondering, because we get 3 actual floss drops of that. That's like the most of all of these. But yeah, the colors are really pretty. Oh, there's another pretty turquoise. Purples, purples, purples. What a pretty kit. For $14.99, I think this is good quality. I think it's worth your money. And don't forget that they are having a 30% off sale right now. You don't need a code. But yeah, that is just beautiful. So thank you, Everydayecrafts, for sending me these kits for review. How pretty are they, huh? This one is just stunning. And I think that sewing machine kit is going to stitch up really nicely too. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.